Well, welcome everybody. I'm very excited today to be able to have a conversation with a dear friend of mine, Martha, and she is the owner of BlueFit Massage, which she will be talking to us about in a few minutes. Welcome, Martha. Thank you for doing
Thank
this with
you.
us.
Thank you.
I'm just going to ask you a couple of questions and you just tell us your story, okay? Because that's what we really want to hear is your story about your life because every one of us has a specific, exciting, and sometimes difficult, life. But at the end of the day, we're all here and we're all doing well. So first, I wanted to ask you where you're from, which I know, but I want you to tell us, and how you ended up coming to the US, and maybe why.
So I was born and raised in Poland. My parents had farm and different kind of stores, always in business. So I went to school for business. And in 2008, I think like the economic crisis were everywhere. So I went to visit my friends in Scotland for 2 weeks and I stayed for 2 years. I loved it, but it came some time that I asked myself question, can I imagine myself living here in next 5 years, in next 10 years? And the universe always listening, even if you're not aware. And I don't think so. I was so connected to the universe that time. But I was like, what's next? Should I go back to Poland, be with my family or move somewhere else? And one evening I was checking my Yahoo emails and I saw this advertisement, au pair in the US. And I'm like, what is that? And the same night I did apply. And a few days later, I've heard from the family actually that hosted me here for 2 years. So the transition was so quick. I think it took a few months. I quit my job in Scotland, went home to Poland to spend some time with my family. And I told them I think it was around Christmas that in 2 weeks I'm flying to US just to see. I didn't have big hopes. I wanted to be, adventurous. I was still in my early 20s. I'm like, why not? The family sounded cool. The mom traveled everywhere, Miami, New York, the kids were a little bit older. I'm like, why not? Let's come for a year. So I did, and I loved them from the, day one. They loved me from day one. So I stayed with them for 2 years, and they wanted me to stay as long as I wanted, and they helped me change my visa from the J1 to student visa. So I transferred my business credits to Nova to start with, and they gave me a visa for 5 years. And I was like, after first semester, I'm like, oh my goodness, going full-time school again. I already have my degree. I don't think so I want to stay here as bad. But they understood. They were very understanding. They're like, if you want to stay for another semester, then, we're going to support you. If you want to go back to Europe, that's fine. And of course, as I was planning to go back to Europe, I've met my husband. And he asked to stay for another 6 months so we can date. So I did, trying to work, helping the family. The kids were older, so I was just like a driver, but the full-time school, it was very demanding. And being in business school, it was a lot, yes, definitely. So English is like my fifth language. So I started studying English basically when I was 18. I went to London for 6 months. And after, when I moved to Scotland, that's how I've learned English. I wasn't good in writing when I came to US. So there was many challenges, definitely, yes. And my husband was very supportive. So even going for business at Nova, I was taking the English 111 and 112. It was a lot, definitely a lot to write. speaking, no problem, but writing was definitely challenging. But I think we have like always more brains than everyone else, you know, as immigrants. And if you want something, I believe you can do it, right? So I was always pushing myself. One second, the spa boss is begging to be called. So I was still going for business, and seeing my husband working in business, I was like, he works so much, I cannot imagine myself working as much. So I wanted to do something else to help people who are super busy, to keep them more balanced. And to answer your question, it's never been my dream to live here forever. I was always like, oh, I think I'm gonna move back to Spain, you know, or somewhere else warmer, you know, where people have more balance. I do have family in Florida, 2 aunts, which I always wanted to visit, but I didn't want to come just for, you know, a week or two. So the au pair program actually really worked out, and I do still stay in touch with my host family.
Wonderful. Did you say, how many languages do you speak?
So in Poland, growing up in Poland, you know, going to school in 90s, the Russian was almost like still first language. When you walk into the school, I remember, like, since I remember, right? So maybe I was 8, 10, you had to like say all these things in Russian, and I had to study German, and we do understand Czech and Slovakian. I've been taking some Spanish on Duolingo, but I think that's, it's been, you know, it's been 2 years, but when you ladies talk quick, I'm like, oh, what? So,
wow. Yeah, I can barely do too. So tell me, how did you, you sort of touched a little bit on it, but how did you decide to start your business, and why, and how did all that come about?
So in the stressful time waiting for, when my husband and I got married, I was waiting for the green card. Like, I couldn't really work anymore because I was in the transition. So I was going to the gym, and I was trying to influence my husband when we were in Old Town Alexandria. And I'm like, that would be kind of cool to help people. You know, I don't know if it's a personal training or what, but I wanted to start doing something the moment I get my green card, at least the temporary. So I went to Nova for fitness, and I was, you know, working at the gym at the same time, learning, you know, and already seeing clients. And many of my clients were very stressed and always had some kind of injuries. So I took some, you know, classes on stretching and stuff, but I wanted to really learn from the root. So I went for a semester for massage. And I'm like, wow, I really do like that. I want to learn more. So I went back for another 4 semesters. And it was interesting that even in massage school at Nova, which that program is not longer there, it's like it was in the Springfield Medical Center. They really encourage you to start working on your business plan, take some business classes specific for like massage, working with people. And I'm like, you know, let's just do it, right? But the moment I did it, I started traveling to people's houses in Alexandria, doing personal training and massage, because as a student, you had to do so many hours. So I started my business basically in 2014 or 13, just going to people's houses. And after, when I graduated from massage school, I actually started working for like fancy spas just to have the experience, see if I like it. But there was like no really connection. You couldn't be with the same clients from month to month or every 2 weeks. They just wanted zero connection, you and the client, and do what they wanted you to do. So I'm like, I don't like that. And we were in Fairfax County. And I had to have like a permit in order to go to people's houses. And of course, when I was getting the permit, I already started asking the questions. If we do buy house in Fairfax County, can I start my business in the house? And the lady, I remember today, like that was 11 or 12 years ago, she started laughing and she was like, wow, that would be a dream, huh? And I'm like, yeah, it would be. Why not? And she said, we don't allow this in Fairfax County. And I'm like, okay. But there was another lady sitting in the same office, and she kind of called me and said, you want to probably look into Loudoun County. And I'm like, okay. I came home and I was thinking, like, we have so many friends. I mean, from Old Town Alexandria coming to Ashburn, we had some friends here. And I'm like, oh my God, that sounds in the middle of nowhere. Nothing is here. But we started looking for some places. We didn't know much about the area, but ended up in Brambleton looking for houses with our friend. So it was kind of new. We've met new people, younger, kind of like us, very active. So we got very excited. And we were like, okay, let's just start from the townhouse. And that's where we ended up 10 years ago. And Loudoun County was very welcoming, going to get like all the permits, and it was a lot paperwork, but everyone was super friendly and helpful. And even the HOA, like, yes, please do. What do you want to do? So I'm like, wow, dream big. Some people may not be there yet, like Fairfax County, but Loudoun County was very like open. Of course, being new here, my friends decided to move from this area to Florida. Great. So we didn't know many people, but we got to meet people. And the best part was just joining the gym in Brambleton and meeting so many people. And after the hours working there as a personal trainer, I would come home and have 1 or 2 people for massages. And after COVID happened, and everyone, you know, the gyms were closed. We have a gym in the garage, and many people just wanted massages to relax. So the day, I think it was like just 6 weeks when you couldn't do anything when COVID started. And after like the massage insurance, everyone sent the guidelines, just wear a mask, use hand sanitizer. So actually that's where my business really started. I've never worked so much in my life during COVID. Which was good, like connecting with people, like doing personal training, do group workouts in the alley, you know, it was so much fun. But I got really busy with massages. And eventually, even the massages were not enough. So I kind of got into like energy work, healing, sound bath and Reiki, just trying to find balance even more and more and more. So it was nice to just have someone for personal training, massage, and do a little bit of energy work and, you know, sound bath. It was so calming, not just for my clients, but for myself too as well. And since then, I would say my clients always keep me on my toes, as I told my clients right before this, because they always come with very interesting injuries or, you know, stuff. And I'm like, you guys always keep me on my toes. I need to go back to school and learn something else. You know, is it the spine? Is it the liver? So there's so many exciting things, which takes me back to like a European, you know, Western European healing, balancing body, not just the medication. Of course, they are very important for the start, but we can heal, we can make ourselves sick, and we can make ourselves, you know, healthy. So always here. So yeah, my clients really, I never went back to the gym after the COVID because my schedule is always full. I do work with many physical therapists and doctors. So more challenge than better for me, because that's what keeps me motivated. But yeah, it's amazing. Like, I'm living the dream.
Well, I can vouch for the massage part. I remember that you and I were connected by Lisa Max from the Arc of Loudoun, and she was your client, and then she suggested that Brigitta become your client, and then I became your client, and you became a member of our Immigrant Business Women's Circle. And we're thrilled to have you with us. So can you just give us a few minutes and tell us what the group does for you or means to you, or how it has been incorporated into your life?
Yes, when I asked you last night about the questions, and you know, I was so focused what I'm gonna say, because literally I'm the feely person. I usually feel more. And talking about the circle or Immigrants Businesswoman Circle I have so much feelings towards, but sometimes I don't know how to put in the words because the words cannot express how I really feel it. But I'm gonna just keep using the words how the circle makes me feel, because from the day one, I do remember, like I actually was just thinking about a day before and a week before and a month before when we started preparing for this, how like the universe works, right? Lisa Max was just like, oh, I'm going to connect you with Brigitta. She's amazing. And I remember we were in South Carolina for, I think like 3 weeks. We have like a family condo there. And she's been calling me and, you know, we got on the phone, the time was right. And I told her like, probably will be like 6 weeks when I can see you. And she's like, I'm going to wait. And I'm like, okay. And we had this connection that's like, you feel like you know the people, like you haven't met them before, but you feel that connection, right? And when she invited me to your house, that was the first time meeting. And the moment I walked in, I just felt like home. There is like no words you can, you know, put this in words, the feeling, right? You felt so much love. It's like, I remember I was in home for a while before I came to that meeting because of like COVID and everything was happening in also my personal health. I couldn't really travel. So that was like, I know someone has my bag because I walked in, I felt so loved. I felt so supported. And maybe it wasn't my best day, you know, to come in, but I went the way I felt, right? Like I could come up with an excuse and not come in because I didn't feel great in my body. I was going through like health challenges at that moment too, but that didn't matter, you know, nobody asked me any questions. Everyone was very excited about what's going on in their lives. And that actually gave me so much motivation to get better and come to the next meeting, you know. I'm like, there's more life here than anywhere else, you know. I remember like the warmth and kindness and the support, and people were sharing, you know, their success. And I just felt like I was part of it. The day one, I felt super welcome. Like there's no judgment. You can just be, you know. Even if you don't have a good day, you can just take a seat. And I'm telling you, after a few minutes, you're gonna change how you feel. Nothing else will matter, right? And I just remember that feeling. And I think that was, I don't know, it was a friend day. Someone brought the yellow roses. And
yes, it was Blanca, I think. That
Blanca,
brought the
right?
yellow
That's
flowers,
what I'm thinking.
roses,
And
yeah.
it was like, okay, there's one sign meeting one person and after another, like Brigitta, Beatriz, and after, oh, you amazing woman. And after, oh my gosh, there's the flowers, the Friends Day. And I'm like part of this Friends. And it was just something that made me feel like, Marta, what are you talking about? Like you living in your head, you know, come out of your head. Like, you know, everyone's struggling every day with something, even it's health or, you know, like even problems with everyday life. It doesn't really matter when you get together because we can laugh and cry together and say the stories wherever we want and share, and you are never judged, you know, you never compete. People are there for the good stuff, you know. They are actually like almost you feel like you want to just find something good to say, you know, to uplift each other with that, because everyone is striving, you know. It's not anymore like a survival. We already know. We meet each other, you know, I know your strength, where you came from, what it took you, you know, leaving everything behind and being here. And now you're here. You're not surviving anymore. You have this badass woman, you know, like sisterhood, you know, soul sisters. I don't know. It's like this deep connection in your heart that it's so hard to describe, but I'm sure most of women in this circle feel it. Because when we get together, the atmosphere, the vibration, everything goes to some different layer. I don't know if anyone knows what I'm talking about in here, but you ladies
I think we
know.
do. I mean,
yeah, you ladies know, but someone who's gonna listen to it, she must be high on something.
You're right. When we get together, you know, our problems sort of fall second, and we get to enjoy each other. And everybody in the group is very nice. But I really, well, I must say, you probably give the best massage I've ever had, by far. So I'm willing to wait the 6 weeks or 8 weeks at a time so that I can have my time with you. But I really appreciate you taking your time out of your
My
busy
pleasure.
schedule to do this, and it will be on our webpage. And then Thursday at 9 a.m. you're going to be giving the keynote speech, and so I'm looking forward to that as well. And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.